I offer my respectful obeisances unto the lotus feet of my spiritual master, His Holiness Srimad Bhakti Swarup Damodar Swami Sripad Maharaj, scientist and saint, and to my elder brother, SKRI professor, and I actually express my unlimited thanks to all my brothers and sisters and my dear students. Actually, I'm extremely happy and I'm thanking to all for participating in this auspicious discussion about the synthesis of science and spirituality. Actually, I would like to say something. Actually, we already we have known that actually there are so many departments of knowledge. So there are so many departments of knowledge. I think there is no department of knowledge that is useless. All are useful. Suppose, as for example, science department, arts, commerce, computer, etc., etc. So many departments. Actually, all are actually beneficial for us. But as a human being, actually we should know which is the most useful department and necessary for, especially for human beings. So according to the revealed scripture, actually Vedanta, first of all, we have to understand our real identity. We have to understand our real identity. That is, who am I? Where from I am coming? And what is the purpose of coming here? And where shall I go after that? So this is the most important question. This is the most important actually topic to us, because without knowing the self, it is impossible to achieve permanent happiness in life. So, in relating to this answer from the revealed scripture, actually we find that we are not this body. We are the spirit soul. We are the spirit soul. So, actually, that means we are the minute parts of God. So, as for example, so now I am trying to show that we are not this body, we are the spirit soul. So, for this example, now I say, suppose this is my microphone. This is my cordless microphone. So when we say this is my microphone, so we understand that I am the owner of this microphone. I am the master of this microphone. Then we can understand that this microphone and I myself are separate. So when I ask you, there is your name, please.
Ratnasrina.
Okay. Just I ask you, say, what is this? Then you will answer, uncle, this is my head. No? And and again you will answer, this is my hand, this is my leg. Ultimately, you will answer, this is my body. You will never say, this is I body. This is my body. Isn't it? Then when we say that, this is my microphone, we understood that I am the owner of this microphone. I am the master of this microphone. So this microphone and I myself are remaining separate. So when we say this is my body, then there must be an owner of this body. There must be an owner, a separate owner of this body. So just you try to understand. When we say this is my body, so I am the owner of this body. When we say this is my microphone, I am the owner of this microphone. So when we say this is my body, then I am the owner of this body. That I is the spirit soul. The spirit soul. So regarding this, my spiritual master, Dr. T.D. Singh, His Holiness Srimad Bhakti Swarup Damodar Swami Sripad Maharaj, scientist and saint, he told that Atma or soul is so subtle means so minute. So it cannot be spoken by the ordinary language. That is the language of mechanics. So it has to be spoken about by the language of spirit. So actually from the Vedanta Sutra, we find that the estimate dimension of spirit soul is 1/10,000 wave point. 1/10,000 wave point. It is too minute to see by our own eye, or even by the scientific microscope. But though it cannot be seen by scientific microscope, but it has so power, because due to the presence of this minute soul in our body, all our machines, all our organs of this body are functioning. Am I right? So all our organs of our body are functioning due to the presence of the spirit soul in the heart. So actually in the revealed scripture, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, it is told in this way: Tatha Dhyantara Praptir. The soul enters into another new body after leaving the old body. The soul enters into another new body after leaving the old body. So actually, now we can see that in our present time also, actually the soul is leaving our body. So the soul is leaving our body. So as for example, suppose when we are born first time, so little body, so in a little body, so we are actually appearing in a little body, small body. So from that size, so after 5 years, so after each 5 years, we have taken a separate photograph. Then actually your photograph will be 3 or 4 like that. So a small body, and then something bigger size, then something bigger than your size. So now we are keeping your photograph separately. So separately 4 photographs of you. Then actually, if I say to your mother, so actually, uh, uh, if I say to your father, brother, so this is your smallest photograph. If I say to your father, father, it is not just you, means your name. Then surely your father will tell me, no, brother, it is also that is the Rebina, it is also by Sam, by Rebina, by Sila. In this way he will say, because he has now grown up. He has now grown up. So the central point is that, so actually in your separate photographs, soul is remain as it is. Soul is remain as it is. Your smallest body, the soul living in your smallest body. Now that body, your soul left, and that soul is coming to your body now. So the soul is living our bodies. So this is the proof. So ultimately, when the final decision was coming from the Supreme Personality of Godhead, God, then surely we have to leave this body and we have to take another body. This is called death. So this is called death. So actually, if we like to achieve permanent happiness, so I think everybody likes to have happiness. But actually, we don't know the actual process for achieving peace and happiness. Simply, we are thinking, actually, if I fulfill this desire, then I will be happy. If I purchase this, suppose Activa or Scooty, I will be happy. So if I pass master degree examination, I will be happy. So in this way, simply we have been thinking, thinking about many ideas, many concepts. But after fulfilling all your aim, actually you will not be permanently happy, because we are all desiring these things for the satisfaction of this body, not for the satisfaction of the soul. So actually I am the spirit soul. I am not this. Body is just like dress and coat. Body is just like dress and coat. So actually then simply we are washing our dresses but not taking bath. Then how shall we be happy? So this is the process. So if you like to achieve permanent peace and happiness, we have to know that I am the spirit soul. I am not this body. So in this regard, my spiritual master, actually Dr. T.D. Singh said, we should inquire about the nature of spiritual self. Spiritual self. Actually, simply we are seeing self. We are seeing self, so we recognize that this body is self. So my Guru Maharaj said, Dr. T.D. Singh said, actually we should inquire about the nature of spiritual self. So without this desire, we shall remain in material consciousness. Without this desire, we shall remain in material consciousness. And in that material consciousness, we shall remain confused. So means without desiring to understand that I am the spirit soul. So without desiring to inquire about the nature of the spirit soul, so it is just like difficult. It is very difficult. It is just like impossible to achieve peace and happiness. And surely we shall be in material happiness, in bodily happiness. So in the bodily happiness, there are so many minus things, loss. So the more we are getting happy, we are getting sensual pleasure. So the more we are getting sensual pleasure, the more we shall be actually lost. So now you are in a day you are taking 2 or 3 meals. But when if you are taking those 6 or 7 times in a day, then surely you will be suffering from some problems. So actually this will be very limited. So sensual pleasures should be very limited. So simply we are thinking plain living and high thinking. Actually we should not live to eat, but actually we should not live to eat, but we should eat to live. We should eat to live. That means actually excessively it is not necessary to take. All the material desires, actually human wants are unlimited. So surely you have found in the economics, human wants are unlimited. But means our material desires are unlimited. But the spiritual desire is not unlimited. So first of all, just now we find that we are the spirit soul. We are the spirit soul. So then we have to give some diets to the soul. Simply now we are providing diets to our mouth. That is so that we can fulfill our stomach. But we are not giving diets to the soul. So we are suffering. So in this way, in this regard, my spiritual master, Dr. T.D. Singh, scientist and saint, he said, actually, the role of man in nature is to inquire about the meaning, and nature of God. The role of man in nature is to inquire about God. So then all surely in this world there will be peace and happiness. So if we know that we are the son of one father, so in this regard, my spiritual master again said, we are all children of God, who is our common father. So we are all brothers and sisters. So by recognizing this culture of universal brotherhood and sisterhood, then actually there will be peace and happiness in this world. So if we understand that we are all brothers and sisters, suppose we are all we are all that is the children of one father, then surely there will be our loving attitude among us. There will be help among us. So actually this is the problem nowadays. Actually we are all all the countries, all the nations, and all the religious people are thinking that we are all separate. That's the problem. So the first of all, we have to know that there is God, one God. So and in this regard, so we are the small parts of God. In this regard, actually once an MSc from Imphal asked me in the year 1988, like that. So he asked me, a friend, I was called there in some places in Imphal for asking various types of questions. So one of them asked me first, friend, there is no God. So if there is God, please give me proof. So in this way, actually he asked me. So actually, first of all, I also actually got surprised on hearing this question, because in my life that was the first time to hear such questions. So actually, by the mercy of God, by the mercy of my Guru Maharaj, then I told him, okay, friend, actually before giving this answer, just I will ask you something. I will tell you something. Because suppose before doing a mathematical sum, we have to understand a formula. So by knowing the formula, we can solve the problem easily. So in this way, I will ask you something. So I asked him, friend, actually, what is nature? What is nature? And he told me, this universe is nature. Again, I asked him, but who created this universe? So he told me, I don't know. I asked him again, friend, actually, who made your house? Surely your house has been made by your father or grandfather. Like that, this universe is also created by somebody. So actually, every fact must have a cause. Every fact must have a cause. So actually, this universe is also created by somebody. So in this universe, there are so many wonderful things, surprising things are there. Suppose this our earth is just rotating like a ball. But actually, on this earth now we are standing, we are sometimes we are jumping, running, etc. But we do not get any effect from it. So it is so wonderful and so just like musical. So this even earth, this sun, this sun is just you see at the time of 12 it will be remain state. So it actually always stands straight all the time. Then we shall be suffered or died. So actually this our wind or air we do not see, but we can feel that air is there. And the water, actually from the sky, water is falling. So actually all these things are very transcendental things and surprising things. So such type of so many different surprising things are there in this nature. So the creator of this nature must be definitely he must be some supernatural powerful person. That is God. So actually when I say in this way, I gave him the answer in this way. Again he said one thing. I said, okay friend, actually nowadays scientists are thinking that this earth, moon, this sun, stars are just like machines. So he said again in this way. But on hearing that answer, again actually very important answer is coming to me. By the grace of God. So again I told him, okay, I admit your proposal, friend. Very well, that you are saying that scientists are thinking that this earth, moon, sun are just like machines. Okay. Then and I told him, please tell me, in this most scientific developed East, is there any machine, or is there any computer, or is there any machinery thing which can be exercised without an operator or controller? I asked this question to him. Is there any machine, or is there any machinery thing, is there any computer which can be exercised without an expert operator or controller? So he said no. Then, just friend, you were telling me that these things are just like machines. then there must be an expert operator of these machines. Of these machines. So that operator will not be human being like us. That is operator of sun, operator of moon, operator of this earth. There are even millions of stars are there. So that operator must be God. We call him as Krishna. You can call him anything as you like, God, Allah, etc. So in this way, ultimately, actually lastly, they were satisfied. So actually, actually one important thing, I would like to tell you, for performing a work, for accomplishment of a work, actually we need 5 items. To perform a work, satisfactorily, or that is perfectly, we need 5 items. Now please let me hear. Number 1, that is the worker, kormi, worker. Number 2, his suppose senses, hand, that is feet, eye, etc. senses. And number 3, working place. Number 4, our endeavor, means our labor. And number 5, God. So simply we are utilizing these 4 items, first 4 items. But actually most of the people are not thinking for the number 5, God. So just we should know that all simply we are the master, we are the owner of the activities, but we are not the owner of the result. The owner of the result is God. Simply we are doing our activities, but result will be given by God. So in this connection, once our Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada in America, he was talking about these matters with some scientists and doctors of America. The doctors and scientists said that no, we are both the owner of the work, activities and the result. But Prabhupada actually said no. Actually, Bhagavad Gita tells that. So Arjun, I am the owner of the result, but you are the only owner of the activities. So then actually they claim that just they wanted to see proofs. Then Prabhupada said, Prabhupada just called a doctor near him and asked him, Doctor, you are a doctor. Your duty is to prescribe some medicines just after having treatment of a patient. So actually after that, just you will write after having treatment of a patient, you will write some medicines. You will prescribe some medicines so as to cure the patient. But actually again Prabhupada asked, will you be able to cure all the patients came to you? Will you be able to cure all the patients came to you? Doctor replied, no, I could not do like that. Because we know that generally, actually there is no any doctor in this world who claim that I will cure all the patients. All the diseases I will cure. There is no doctor in this world. Isn't it? So actually, then Prabhupada asked, but you are writing the medicines so as to cure all the patients. But patients are not cured according to your willing. The meaning is that you cannot cure all the patients. The meaning is that you are not the owner of the result. Alright? You are not the owner of the result. So, actually at the last time, all the doctors and scientists were agreed. We are actually very satisfied by the answer of Jagadev Prabhupada. So according to our, actually regarding the question of life, actually life, scientists actually have been trying to create life or produce life by the combination of their molecules or chemicals since time immemorial. But actually they were actually trying. They were trying, especially in terms of molecules. Ultimately, they told that it was actually beyond their capacity to create life by the combination of molecules. They declared it was impossible. So in this regard, my spiritual master, Dr. T.D. Singh, asked a scientist named Miller scientist, asked, actually, if I were to give you necessary ready-made biomolecules, such as lipid, sugar, protein, DNA, etc., would you be able to produce life in your test tube by combining these molecules? So the scientist Miller said that I don't know. So this is the thing. So ultimately, actually, life comes from life. Life comes not from matter. Simply, scientists are trying to create life by the combination of matter, by the help of matter. But this is impossible because life is coming from life. Means actually we are the small life, small being, but God is the supreme being, supreme life. So this is the thing. So actually, in any way, in any department of actually knowledge, actually we should be necessary to take mercy from the controller. You can call him, oh God, you can call him, oh Krishna, oh Rama, oh Prabhu, oh Allah. Actually, it is not the matter. So you can call him anything as you like, any name as you like. Just he is one. So all the biblical scriptures of this world actually are unanimously said that God is one. So this is the thing. Then actually we can now understand that we are all children of that God. Am I right? So we are all brothers and sisters. So actually by recognizing this knowledge and cultivating this culture of universal brotherhood and sisterhood, there will be peace and harmony among the people of this world. So okay, actually for now I will end here, and next now we can now freely we can discuss. Now freely you can ask me in Bengali any question, you can ask me in Manipuri, in English. So now let us now discuss further. Okay? Thank you.
So, ganito na, sana noy jang ba ganito na, sige na hai ibudo, dugo sukhang da bajaw gusto mo na draga na nasagi personal ba, ay kamay na pusi dai ay ingba thongani, ay kamay na mai pa kani ko, ay kamay na nungai ni ko, jaha apai hanging made ko, apai hai di apai sapot lamda ngi maramda ko, gyan ni maramda